Welcome back to Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova. My name is DasTactic, and we are continuing playing as the alien GPT version of our sort of Space Marine type faction, the Imperial Ascendancy. We're adaptable, meaning we can colonize extreme worlds, and we are also warriors, which gives us a 10% attack and defense. So I think we might start to ramp up the aggression in this episode and beyond this episode, because like we've got the DRENGIN, and the DRENGIN have really accelerated in through here. They've got, like, this is DRENGI, their home world, but they've taken over. There's 4 worlds in here, and I want them. We nearly got one of them. We nearly got the best one of them at one stage. We nearly got Butler as well, which is an excellent world. But there's a few different worlds in here that I would have liked to have gotten. Class 32. I really want this world. So I think what we might do is we'll start to head that way in the game, and so we're going to be wanting to get invasions. So I think when we get invasions, that'll be the trigger for us to then take on the DRENGIN. I've been trying not to be friendly with them. They've sort of been wanting to be friendly with us because of our innate aggression. But the Taurians we're trying to be even more friendly with, and we also have not the Actarians. What are they? They're the we'll just go back out. Actually, if we have a look at the loadout through here, the Altarians, there we go. The Altarians, we have an open borders treaty back in through here. Everything is pretty good, actually, with this one. So we should ultimately be able to get closer and closer with them. The DRENGIN are getting worse and worse, which is fine. The Taurians are coming better as well, and the Yor at this stage, a different type of life form. It's not going to last very long there as well. So we're going to end up at war with the Yor and the DRENGIN, I believe. So we'll start to head that way, like just to prepare for it. Before I get started, I do want to sort of thank Stardock, who is sponsoring this video, and also just so that you've got full disclosure, this is sponsored content. I am under no instruction not to talk about, talk about things that I don't particularly like in the game, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm loving the changes that they've brought into this version of the game, this the Supernova iteration, which is sort of like GalCiv 4.5, if you like, because it is a separate game to the release of GalCiv 4, which came out about a year ago. So this is sort of like an expansion pack, essentially, with a whole lot of other changes to it. Very nicely done. It's sort of I'm really impressed with just the balance of it, which I've sort of said in a lot of the other videos in this particular series. But anyway, let's keep on going. So at this point in time, we are, we've only got 3 core worlds. Our money situation is okay, but I think we'll actually just start to push things along a little bit now. Mainly just normally I would actually be wanting to just play a little bit longer, trying to establish our networks, our friends, and sort of get to the diplomacy levels, sort of really ramping up. But I'm thinking we should start to prepare for invasions and for being. We should prepare to be the aggressors and try to take this whole Romulus system from the dreaded DRENGIN. And that will be sort of like probably our main option, or the main thing that we actually focus on. Not in this video, but in the coming videos. So what else can we do in here? Well, first thing we should actually have a look at is we've got the starbase comms stacking through here. This improves the manufacturing capabilities of our starbases. I've been just focusing on what they present in through this other side, but we should now start to have a look. You can see we've got a lot that is now open to us that we can now go to choose from. But there's one tech in particular that I really want to start to now go for. So if we go to the tech navigator and then go down to the warfare techs, and just sort of see where we actually are. So we've got the frigate one already unlocked. So orbital ship assembly is one thing I would love to get. Actually, is that the one that I want? Where is it? Yeah, it is actually. So orbital ship assembly, we want to get that one as soon as we can. And then we want to go down to planetary mobilization, and then finally planetary invasion. And so what this one will then do is give us the transporter, so we can then get the troop transports. So we'll start to beeline down that way, even though it's going to mean that it may not be the best choice as we do things. But I do want to end up with this one, and this will be then sort of like for us something. So the DRENGIN will be heading that way as well. So I don't think we have to worry too much about. It's going to get fairly hot fairly quickly. Now the money situation. With expenses, etc. Taxes are coming in at 25%. The yeah, I might pause the game at some point and just sort of actually and just do some things where I can actually have a look to see what we can tweak to make things a little bit better for ourselves, rather than sort of spend a whole session just fine tuning things. I'll probably do that and then just do a little bit of a report on it. I might even do that now, actually. I might just pause this, have a quick look to see what we can actually work on, and then I'll just come back and summarize what I've done. Actually, I'll report as I do it. This first one, we've got approval at the moment with our normal tax rate at 77%. If I change that to medium, just watch, the tax impacts the money that you get, like the 58 in through this side, the gross income, as well as the manufacturing and research. So the higher the taxes, the less approval you have. The less the approval, the more drain you then have on your research output, essentially. So it sort of multiplies by the approval amount. So as we change that one, it impacts these two. It doesn't impact the influence growth or the food production, but it does impact these other two. Planetary income goes up as the taxation goes down. So as we look at all of the actual summaries in through here, when we go to medium, that goes up a little bit, which then takes it up to nearly 12, which is going to be good because I need more money at this point in time so I can start to buy other things. Our manufacturing output went down from about 39 to 34, so we lost 5 there, and we did actually lose 4, I think, on the planetary, 3 or 4 on the research. So not dramatic there, but I think that's an important one for us just to move across there. But we'll keep on trying to improve the happiness as we go. Right, the next thing to try to work on the approval is we've got a fairly social character here, Robert Lee, who is our ambassador to the Taurian regime. I'm thinking of moving him back across and putting him as the Minister of Colonization, which will then increase the approval on all the core worlds, which would be good, except for the home world. And so we've got a couple of core worlds. We want to get another one as well, actually. So, but I'm thinking that would probably be the most beneficial thing. I could also put him in charge of one of the other worlds. Like if we have a look, we've got Alkes 2 there as well, that we could actually make this into a core world. But and place him right there. Yeah, that might be the best bet. I think that he's wasted here. Now, if we move him across, he's then stuck there. His diligence and his diligence and social, they're the two important things in here. If I move him in as a minister, it means I can reshuffle him again. So we have higher resolve in here. Ultimately, I think I'll leave him in here now, and that's will just give me a plus 9% approval, which then means that we're going to be doing even better again. So if we just go back out and click back on into this side again, we're now up to 75%, which means that we're now getting, still got the same amount coming in there at this stage, but this has now gone back up again. So I can't go to high, that would be too much. So I'll just leave it on medium now. So at least we're still getting the output by having him in that particular role. All right, so that one's done. Here's another thing on our flagship. We actually have another upgrade available. So the antimatter warhead. This will give me a missile attack of +2, which is good at long range sort of attacks. I might even go that way now. The sensor range goes out a bit bigger, moves goes up. I'll probably end up having it as part of a fleet once I've sort of gone through all of this one. We've got the Durantium hull. Now, I don't want to be wasting too much Durantium on these sorts of things. There's only 1 antimatter for this one here. That's 3 for that one. Crew quarters. Yeah, hit points goes up again. Bridge moves. Yeah, I think we'll go antimatter warhead. So we'll do the upgrade. There we go. So it'll just be a bit more powerful. Now we've got an event, so the survey report. So we found an asteroid giving off a strange energy reading with signs of an alien structure beneath its surface. We sent a landing party to investigate. I need to see them return hours later, each one missing a limb. None of them seem to remember how they lost their limbs, nor can they recall actually having those limbs in the first place. If anything, they feel like the rest of us have too many limbs and suggest we visit the asteroid ourselves. So we can either destroy the sinister place, or we can send another landing party to investigate. Well, it's not as if we, who knows? I'm guessing we'll investigate. We'll just see what happens. I mean, if it's not, the missing limbs haven't impacted us at playing what we're doing. It's just an interesting thing. So we'll do the investigation. Here we go. Situation. It's fine. The second landing party is shocked to discover members of the first landing party working on a strange alien ship. This version of the crew members aren't missing limbs. They investigate and discover that these are clones of the first landing party grown from the severed limbs. The good news is that the crew members back on our ship are the real crew members. The bad news is that the clones have just completed repairing the alien ship, and it isn't friendly. We should have it destroyed when we have the chance. Okay, so spawns an enemy ship. Now, where does that spawn? Where is that going? Is that it there? No, that's the Altarians. Not sure where that ship actually is. Anyway, it's around somewhere. We'll just continue on. So we'll end our turn there. So we're just going to start patrolling with our fleet into different zones. Actually, I wouldn't mind this area. Thulium and Durantium. We might even start pushing our weight around a little bit. Actually, they're probably going... No, that's a colony ship. No, that's a constructor. They're going there themselves to pick up those areas. I'm going to be friendly with them, so we won't actually do any real damage with them. Let's go back across. We haven't been to this area yet. Okay, so we've got the sensor scanners. All right, so that's all done. So that allows us to get extra modules, etc. So we'll choose new tech. Now this is one where we want to start to go through, like what we were looking at before, where we actually now go into the warfare and come on down to get orbital ship assembly, which will be 8 turns for this one here. That will then open up the battle cruiser doctrine as well, so we can actually then start to get cruisers, which would actually be very, very valuable to us. And then planetary mobilization, then planetary invasion. So we'll just go straight to that one. In fact, I can pick it from there. I don't have to just go with railguns. So that was... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hang on. Where is it again? I'll just go back into here. Orbital ship assembly, that was it there. So we'll bring that one in, 8 turns for that one. So a bit slower than what we've had so far. We've got a trade offer. So there we give Promethean, which I don't want to give, credits, improved missile targeting and extreme colonization. They give us exotic world colonization, quantum computing and improved life support. Now, I'm going to ditch the Promethean. I don't want to give up any of that. And that's now just gone back a little bit. The credits I prefer to get rid of as well, and then find out other ways. So we'll just get... just make that 0. Targeting. Now, we're only slightly off. So improved life support is just going to give us better ship range. Plus logistics, actually, which is actually quite good. If we got rid of that... This won't work for them. What else can we do? They've only got 6 ships. Diplomacy. So we can end up with a peace treaty, which I'd like to try to get with these sort of guys. Now, we've got a fair bit of diplomatic capital. This is a one-time payment. Need more, 19. No, they won't take it. It's just not going to be enough. In that case, so if we go to the credits, yeah, they want, yeah, it's not acceptable. In that case, if we go with the, get rid of that one. Got to somehow get rid of that as well. The extreme colonization is what they do want. Missile targeting. That's agreeable. If we get exotic for extreme, and with the others. So then, if we go with improved life support, which I do want for Starbase Refinery. Nope, that's not going to do it. Starbase Comstack and the refinery. Yep, that works. That's done. Will they give us any money? No, they don't have any money actually. So that's pretty much it. So we get the improved life support as well. But so this will be good for us. So we'll accept that. Good, and so we're on a friendly footing with them at this point in time. God, the others have really taken over a lot of different worlds now. Yeah, we're sort of slipping backwards here. This is with the highest approval. We're now coming second last, which isn't good. The DRENGIN are even higher than us now. That's a core world. Then they've just got a couple of colonies back in through this other side. And that's an excellent world there. I shall set this one back to just to start to explore again. All right, so we've got evasive tactics now, and the one that we want to have is where is it? Well, the orbital ship assembly. We want to go back to there. Yeah, planetary mobilization is, or the cruisers. Cruisers would be good as well. All right, so we're just floating around in here. I think we'll just hover in here for a little while. I'm assuming that they're going to set up shop right here. We do actually have another one coming. I don't want to rush anything because I need to get myself another citizen to take over this world. Alkys 2 in here as well. Situation report. So Matt Jones, a former engineer known for being easily distracted with minute details, has stumbled upon a technological marvel in the format of an ancient alien artifact. The artifact is believed to hold tremendous power and potential, but secrets are locked away in a complex series of intricate puzzles and mechanisms. So Matt is eager to study the artifact and unlock its mysteries, but doing so will divert their focus from their current duties. Our advisors caution that other factions may also be interested. What else have we got there? Yep, in the artifact, and its true purpose could be dangerous. So if we do this, when you grant Matt Jones permission to study the artifact, this decision will lead to a temporary reduction in their productivity and efficiency in their current role. However, if they successfully unlock the artifact's secrets, it could provide a significant technological advantage to your civilization. Now, what do we know what Matt is? Matt is a once skilled engineer. We don't know what his actual role is, so that's another thing that would be good to have, just information as to what he's doing. I forget where he actually has been positioned. Yeah, he's not all that good at anything, really. Anyway, I'll allow him to study the artifact. Okay, and then we've just got these. I'll just bypass those for now. Are they going to build that? Here we go. We've got another constructor. Now, I want this constructor, or this Centaurians, moving back into our homeworld. So hopefully we can get there before they destroy it. Now we've got asteroid miners being built in here, which is good. So I'll grab another one of these. I probably need a few of these actually, just to sort of finish things off. And how are we going with the orbitals? We haven't really got any of them working in here. The space elevator. Now the treasury is going to go down, and I really want to get another character, so I think I'll just save up. Yeah, these are all going to cost me coin. Got the freighter here. We want to send this one into Toria. Okay, so here we go. The incoming message from the DRENGIN Empire. We grow tired of the wet, slapping sounds you make when you speak, alien. When we eventually conquer you, we'll have something to do about that. We're at war. Great. Okay, so we are at war now. War is declared, and so we're into it now. This will be good. I sort of wanted to end up here, but I'm glad we've actually got there this early, which is good. So you have made a fatal mistake, DRENGIN. So we'll see where we are. Let's just do a bit of a summary. Again, one of the great things about this game is just the amount of information that you actually have at your fingertips. So if we have a look at diplomacy, perhaps that might be the better way to start with this one. And actually probably not going to see exactly what we have. We've got the balance of power, your military power. So it looks like we're slightly ahead. Faction power the same. We're better technologically. Manufacturing, they're better than us, so they'll catch up. Economic power, they're better. Research rate, we're better. Sector ownership score, they're very high. Population, they're miles ahead of us. And galactic challenges, nothing happening with those just yet. So we just get a bit of a feel for what they are, and we can also then just go back and if we go to the diplomacy. So we're now at war with them. I don't think anyone else is going to sort of do it from there. So yeah, we're not sort of seeing anything else with anyone else. It literally is just us and them, and that is fine. So God, I wish we had this information for our own faction. It would be so cool just to be able to switch back in and sort of show it. I mean, it does when we hover over this one, but we've got to be an actual enemy, so at least we then can see exactly what we do actually have for our benefits. Whereas do we get a summary as to what they actually have? I mean, they're slavers and unrelenting. So plus 10 control, planets generate plus 1 more influence per month. They've got nihilism as well. Aggressive, expansionist and cruel. Okay, this will be fun. This will be fun. So we're now in a something that will probably be a fairly major war for quite some period of time, I would think. So it'll be a war to the end. So we need to now start to go in, and we do have our fleet in the right position, but we don't know exactly what else there is coming around. So I'm going to have to start to now monitor for if they do come towards our worlds. The worlds I'm concerned about really are probably going to be more Divinia, more than anything else. We do have a bit of time up our sleeve, but we've got this one over through here. So we'll move this one down into the Romulus system and just see what sort of raiding we can do. Oh, there we go. There's a pirate faction. That's Sniper. We're out of movement. So we do actually have some pirates in amongst this area. But we'll go and just start to clean up what we can with this particular fleet. And we're going to have to start to also then pump out other fleets as well. We've got the Vault, we've got the Precursor Archive, so an archive of nearly limitless knowledge. By activating it, we can instantly complete our current research. Now we've still got 5 turns. I don't think we're far enough along with that one. Let's wait until we get something big, and then we'll make use of that one. We can actually go and activate this one here. So I think we'll activate that. And so we've activated that one. That should bring it down next turn. So it's now been activated. So we'll end up with a little bit less there. Who are these guys? That's the just probes. Okay, we've got culture points now, so we can go to the cultural progression. We can go back to traditionalism. So we've got a couple that are open to us. Now we've got social ties, and we have code of law. So add an additional policy slot. There's one there that I wouldn't mind getting, to be honest. If we have a quick look, the policies. If we can get the extra loyalty, it's not critical though, so I think we'll just go back and have another look. The other one we have is family values. So population growth rates increased by 25%. I think we might just go with code of law. Let's go and do that one. Okay, so we've got that one being done. That's the asteroid miner. We'll start to build up more ships now as well. So yeah, beware the DRENGIN Empire. They really hate us. We do need a leader to govern this other world, but we don't actually have enough money yet. But we're getting there. We are getting there. So let's go across. We've got the what did we just get? We've just got the code of law. We've got an extra slot in here now. Extra 2 slots in here, which is good. So coerce colonization. This one, the approval goes down, but the growth goes up. Defensive measures, so I get plus 20% hit points, but the ship ranges go down by 25%. No, I don't want to do that one just yet until we see what we're up against. Hit points go down, but moves go up. I don't want that either. Genius grants, so research goes up, but gross income comes down by 10%. That's a bit too dramatic for us at this stage. Land exploitation, so gross income goes up, but pollution goes up a lot, which will then impact our happiness. So research grants, again, income comes down. This is the only one I was really, actually, even that's not really worth getting. Like if I throw that one in there, I should have gone the other way. in hindsight, I've done the wrong thing here. So the GDP is 60, comes down to 51 with that one through there. It doesn't impact that much because this is tax exemptions. If I just go and drag that one back out of there, so the approval is still okay. We're doing 10.46. It doesn't make sense. Hang on, it's not, that other one's not catching up. I think a few of these don't catch up with themselves until the next round. So we end up with the gross income of only of 51, but ultimately the loyalty will then go up. So this should then make all of our governors a little bit more effective and all of our people a bit more effective. I'll keep it there for one turn. We'll just monitor to see what actually happens there at the end of the next turn. Really don't want to have any of these at this point in time. Eventually I'll be wanting to put defensive measures in, I think, and get the ship range down, but the hit points up. But we won't do it yet. Yep, so that's not, so 10.46 is what we're looking at there. Okay, so this is Divinia, our homeworld. And we do actually have a major vapor mine there. We've got a lot of things in here that we can now start to go and build. Now the economic advisor is advising that we get the geranium processor, which converts geranium into a powerful manufacturing material. So this is one per civilization. Almost wouldn't mind getting the galactic achievements. This is a manufacturing improvement as well. Gives me, that's 5 geranium, which I can afford right now. Beacon of Babylon. So this, yeah, we've got harmony crystals to build this one here. That's influence. Then we've got Eyes of the Universe, which adds to research. This one adds to tourism, wealth and influence. And then we've got the Hall of Tradition, which adds to tourism. That's researchers again as well. So this one here, +2 level to manufacturing and +2 to military. Now if I go and place that one down in there, we get 5 with another +2 coming back up into there. I've got 3 there. Look, I think we'll go this way. So we've got a special bonus there on that particular improvement. It's a bit sort of locked away, unfortunately. But it's probably the best bet that we've got. Let's just go that way. 7 turns for that one. And we should then have idle shipyard. Yep, so we'll actually go into here. And what we'll do is we'll start to build more of the small fighters. It's suggesting a frigate at this stage. Now the maintenance is 0 on these, so frigates probably would be the best bet. Now it's suggesting this one here, which has got the lasers. The beam weapons are, I actually quite like the beam weapons. I'm probably going to be going that way. One thing I wanted to show actually was the ship designer. So why don't we build a special, actually no, well, let's get the cruiser and then we'll build a special cruiser. We'll do it once we trigger the cruiser. So let's go and grab some of these. So we'll just build that particular ship. We'll build a few of them. So we'll build them up. They don't cost any actual maintenance. You can see there when we hover over there, there's an expenses on that as well. And when we go back into our civilization, we can then actually have a look to see, I think we can see what the expenses actually are. Ship maintenance. You can see there that the Discovery and the fleet that we actually have is also got some expenses, but that's because of the leadership that we actually have in them. So it's not the run-of-the-mill ships that are causing the problems there with the summary. I don't think we can see any more than that. No, that's it. So that's okay. We'll just keep on getting more frigates. We could see there was no maintenance to be paid on those frigates. I don't think there is actually, unless it's like 0.5 or something. What else should we grab? We haven't got this one yet, and we really should sort of grab a few more of these over here as well. Let's go that way. Okay, I've got an empty policy slot. Really, I don't have anything in here that I want to be popping in there. I don't want to reduce my hit points, to get extra moves. I mean, I could bring it in as required, and we could then look at the defensive measures as well. But that ship range, if we just click on done for a second and have a bit of a look, if we look at our fleet, so the fleet range, hang on, where are we? We're here. So 25% would sort of come away from there. So it would still be in the area that we want to operate in, So I think we will actually do that. This is the range of our fleet at this point in time, based on the various star bases and things that we actually control. So let's go and change that. Policies back in here. So we'll go with defensive measures. And just click on done. And that didn't make, it made a bit of a difference, but not, or has it actually? Let's just go back and click on it. Did it make any difference? Not sure if it did. I don't think it did. We'll see what happens again next turn. Coming into DRENGIN space. I should have kept on blasting those guys. Yeah, these guys have now picked up that bit of loot there. Okay, what else have we got? What other things can we grab? We've already grabbed those. We've got that one at this stage, not for long. Okay, there's a bit of Illyrium back over there. Well, I guess that's going to have to be it. Yeah, unfortunately, they took both of those. You've got to really be on your toes with this. And the other thing we could do would be to get something in to help these systems in here. I think we might do that actually. You got Urantium there as well. We haven't actually claimed that. Yeah, we could come into here. This would be a good spot. Just on the inside there. Let's do that. Then we have, this is, so she's getting a bit happier, but still not good. Not good at all. Now we've got wealth. Again, wealth would be good for us. Now that's a financial district. This is really just going to be a bit of a nothing planet, to be honest. We've got the harmony crystals. That's probably the one thing that we actually do have. So what do we have in here? We've got a governor's manor. The gross income goes up by 2%. It's not. We don't have a hell of a lot of income coming in, so I think we'll just create like another financial district in here. We'll just start to build a few more of these in around this particular world, and we'll try to make this into a bit of a money world if we can. It will be difficult though. Okay, so now this is the Zirac Shipyard 1. Might have to change. I think this is the Harmony location. I'll just click on done. Yeah, so this is actually here for Harmony Dunes. So we'll change the name of this. Actually, I'll do it back out in here. Harmony Shipyard. Actually, no, don't do it here. Do it here. Now this will be a slow build of whatever it builds in here. Actually, the Taurians have now got something else back on the other side there. There was another small planet, and they have taken that one. That's just a colony. It's fairly poor. Actually, it's actually excellent. How did we miss that? How on earth did we miss that? Okay, well now I'm disappointed with myself for letting that one go. Anyway, they're our friends. We're just going to have to deal with it. So we'll get more frigates from in here as well. And these don't take that long to build. So I'll build a few different fleets with these. We'll start to sort of ramp up our space presence. And we are still getting 10.49. That's okay. Would you like to build? Yes, we do. We didn't claim that one either, you know. Well, we're building another base in through here as well. It's Scientifica. Like it's still a little way off because it's trying to get the technical capital. Don't think we have any people that we can afford yet. No, we don't. Okay, so we'll just continue on. Now, what have they got? This is constructed with... now, it's saying that for us, we'll get no casualties by destroying the Romulus shipyard. We also then have things, for example, like the mining base back in through here, which we can start to destroy all of this infrastructure that they've got. There's another artifact back out through that other side. I don't want to get damaged either. Like, I don't want my ships to be sort of like destroyed or anything. But I'm thinking that... Yeah, God, their defences are so high. We need to destroy their infrastructure, so we'll come across this side. Now, what was that just zipped on past? We're finding our treasury stretched thin due to recent internal incidents. I would appreciate if you give us 70 credits. I'm sorry, but the Imperial Ascendancy cannot help you, or we really can't. So that's going to go negatively for us. We'll try to do something else for them later on. Orbital ship assembly has now been constructed or researched. That's great. And we don't have what we wanted. The next one that we wanted to get was to get either the battle cruiser doctrine. And I'm thinking, looking at the time frame, I think I'll do that in the next episode. So let's go with the planetary mobilization now, and then we'll go and start to get the cruisers, and then we'll design ourselves a cruiser in the next episode that will make use of some of the special minerals that we've been picking up. That just gets rid of that one. Still got a lot of movement in here. Now they've got another shipyard there as well. They're building constructors. And constructors there as well. Did that do any damage? Yeah, a little bit. Well, let's just see how we go. We've got it down to 78 now. Let's just destroy these. Sort of make this into a bit of a wasteland for them. So with our group, yeah, no casualties. Sort of it's over the top there. So we'll watch the battle. Now that's not damage that's done there. I'm not sure what that actually is. That's an indication of damage back over that side though. Oh, hang on, do they have combat? No, they actually don't have any weaponry. So we don't need to worry about these shipyards in that case. So I think we'll just go as deep as we can into their territory and wipe all of these things out. Actually, we are being hit. Yep, we just lost one of our units. Yeah, so now that, okay, well that's not, we didn't come out of that one unscathed. Yeah, so we lost one of our ships in there. Yep, that frigate. Alright, we'll bring more in. Alright, so they do fight back. Have to be a bit careful of those. And we've still got 3. Now we've only got 4 ships left in here. Now there is actually an upgrade that we can then go and do on the Venge. So we've got crew quarters, which will give us 20% hit points. We've got the command bridge, which will give us extra moves. Communications terminal, which will give us sensor range, and then the antimatter warhead there again as well. I think we'll go that way. Get the upgrade there on that particular unit. Okay, that will do, and we'll just go back and now wait for some of the others to come in. Now, what's this thing? That's one of their constructors. Okay, we'll chase this one down. So it's moving out. To get that now before it goes too far would be ideal. So we'll just sort of move that one there. Alright, so Harmony Dunes, planetary report. So near Harmony Dunes we've discovered an ancient recording device that appears to have been drifting for centuries. The technology is delicate but incredibly advanced. What are your orders? So let's make its recordings and make our world a centre of influence. So individualism. So again, if we get traditionalism, we'll go that way. So we prefer not to do this one. We get +1 persuasion and +500 influence. This one here is finished current construction project, so progressivism increases to 4 and weaponize it into a ship. Here we go. This is totalitarianism, which is, at this stage, we gain a gunboat, and I think we might go with that one there. That's sort of more in keeping with the with the Imperial Ascendancy, our faction that we're sort of playing as. So let's go that way. And so we've then got that's a dimensional mirror. So this precursor artifact was left here for unknown reasons. It allows us to see a given area of space in great detail, reveal an area of the map. Not really all that important to us, but that's okay. Then we've got then that's completing the current research, which you don't want to do that with this. We want to do that with the invasions or with the cruiser, one of the two. So now we have, this is the frigate Mark II that we've just sort of brought through. So we've just gotten this one out. We'll bring this one across to join up with the rest of the team. So we'll move this one across. And we're still building more of those. Now, I don't know where their other ship is. Just got our probes, constructors. Hang on, that is a cruiser. That's the guy, isn't it? No, that's a different one again. Don't know why it's considering it a cruiser class. The class is still just frigate. Anyway, no idea why it's done that one. But that's not the one that we got. What did we end up getting? Not sure when we... Now, that was around here somewhere that we ended up... That's not ours. Maybe we'll get it later on. We'll figure it out. Oh, hang on, this is it. Yeah, this one is just spawned in. Now, this one here is probably an actual... No, that's still just a small one as well. Okay, so none of these are all that great. That one is an actual frigate. It's not a cruiser pretending to be a frigate pretending to be a cruiser like the others. Let's just go and join up in the middle here somewhere. Where are you going to go? They've set themselves up a starbase there. Now again, these are going to be a little bit too difficult for us until we sort it out. So we've got two more moves from here. So we'll just do the missile volley. And a beam volley as well. So it's down to 80. Let's bring the others across. And this one as well. I love the customization. I'm just thinking about how we don't have fog of war in deep space like this, but we do actually in our area. And that, again, that's just a setting you can turn on to either have it or not have it, or however you want the fog of war to be. You've got full control over that, which is just awesome. It's very customizable. Now we've still got another turn in here. I'll just move this one back. We need to sort of really punish these guys. Now we've got a lot of logistics we can put into these fleets. Yeah, down to 58, that's good. We'll just keep it going. Yeah, another one coming, so we'll be able to build quite the fleet. Yeah, we've got this one as well. What does this one do? It's got kinetics. I think this may be the one that we inherited. Here we go, so we're now getting all of them coming through here. Okay, so they'll all start to make their way into the battle zone. Oh, here we go. Now they're attacking us. They're attacking us with a frigate. I thought there was two ships there. It may have been escorting. Anyway, they've come in to hit us, so this is going to be a this should be a total wipeout for them, I would think. It's only a small ship from their side. We've taken a bit of damage there, actually, with this one. That Star Eagle fighter. That's the Venge there, okay. Yep, so done. And what have we got over this side? This is another siege ship. So that siege ship is running across. We've taken a little bit of damage. Now this one doesn't have any actual firepower, so we'll just go and kill it off. Should be over again very, very quickly. So they're already starting to bring siege ships down to start to besiege, try to besiege our planets. But we'll try to isolate them first. That'll be our strategy. Will be to sort of control space. There we go. Destroyed it with missiles. And we've still got 4 more moves. We'll just move this one back. Looks like this is going to be the main thoroughfare through the middle of space. So we'll didn't do much damage that time. Event. So we found the DRENGIN wreckage amongst the anomalies as well as data capsule. It may be a recording of that attack or valuable information. The survey team is prepared to attempt to recover the information from the capsule, but they warn that the capsule can detect tampering, and if they aren't careful, it's likely to be ruined. Well, we're not going to send it over to the DRENGIN. We're at war with them, so we'll attempt to recover the capsule. Got a 54%. That's better than 50-50, so we'll go for it. Don't think we have any information about that one just yet. Here we go. No, we do. So our scientists were able to decrypt the capsule without setting off any safeguards, and it's a recording of the attack, but it shows that the attack was staged. The scientist is picked up by another ship before the ship is blown to bits. Okay, so that's fine. So they're using it as a trap, as a honeypot. Okay, here we go. Our scouts report that you have recovered the device, so trust that you have not tampered with it, as we're ready to turn it over to us. We've investigated the device and the attack was staged. So traditionalism increases to 32. This is what we want. So just following what we do, we've tampered with the capsule and we're happy to give it to you and lie about it. We're going to just do this one. We're honest, we're truthful, we are brutally honest, actually, being traditionalists. So we'll just go that way. We'll keep on playing the role play. I think it's important for these games actually to play the story, not just play the game. Because especially with a game like this, your loyalty in this delicate matter will not be forgotten, understood. I don't know why they gave us that message. What I might do is, we've got like an area of space through here that would be a fairly good sort of staging area. I'm not sure, I can't remember how to do it. I remember in GalCiv 3 there was a way to build those, like an actual point in space, but I can't remember how to do it now. I'll have to look. I'll have to figure it out. I might just pause and see if I can do it. I think it's this. I think if we go into the actual shipyards and then we go to set rally point, it's not like other games where you just tell it where that one shipyard to go is, because you actually can then go and designate like a new rally point, and then I think you can then give that orders for all of your ships. So let's go and create a new rally point over here somewhere, sort of in that passageway. So that's now our new rally point. So deep space rally point back in through there. And I think we can rename this one. Can we? Yes, we can. So this will be DRENGIN form up point 1. Done. All right, so what we can then go and do is, this is actually now the rally point back in through this other side. So we can move this one around, we can delete it, we can create a new one now that we've actually got one rally point. So with the shipyard in through here, we can then just go back in and tell it, okay, set the rally point. We want it to go to the DRENGIN form up point, which is going to be there. That's going to be, and set the destination, so that one's now been set. We can then go across to our other yard in here, and I'll probably end up, this one's building frigates. I still need to build infrastructure as well. I think what I might do is, I see again, I can just go to the rally point and then just tell it to also go to that one point. But I don't think I will. What I think I might do is I'll do this one manually, and we'll start to then build up the infrastructure using this particular one. So the Harmony shipyard, we've still got a few of these. Let's go and delete this ship in here, and this ship actually, and we'll just start to build. Well, we've got asteroid miners. We're going to need to get seed ships as well, ultimately. Supply ships will then sort of boost the production in different worlds. But the constructors really are the important one. Need a few of these. So we'll just build these up. Right, we're in here. This is where we just want to set up something to look after the different planets that are actually in this other side. So we'll just go and add an economic starbase in here. It will pick up this one anyway, the Durentium, but the economic starbase will ultimately be for Scientifica and the other worlds. So we'll construct that starbase, and we can then go and get other things in here anyway. So we've got the starbase laboratory, which will give us 3. That's going to take up 1 Promethean. Now I've got a fair bit of Promethean at this stage. I'm going to need that for ships when we do our ship design in the next episode. Starbase defense system, not yet, I don't think. Yeah, we're only going to get like 0.1 from the mining. We're not specialising with the mining. I think that the factory here, this will be 1 Durentium, and it'll improve our manufacturing a little bit. Ultimately, we're going to be wanting to do it, but we also do have the economic one as well. So mining goes up by 0.10, manufacturing goes up a little bit. Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it with that one there. And situation report, incoming message from, the Festron Hunt, we haven't found them yet. So they're in the other location as well. So we hope we can build a mutually beneficial relationship, or reasonable. Now this one here will ultimately be fairly negative, but let's just see what it's got that it may want to part with. Fusion power plants and railguns. What do we have that you'd be wanting to get? Extreme colonization. Yeah, they love that. And what about money? Yep, so they'll agree to pay us 70. So I'll offer that. That's getting us close to being able to now afford something. So we'll get that one done. And we now actually have planetary mobilization. So it won't take much to motivate our civilians to defend themselves, but it will take organizational ability, tactics, and of course equipment, rifles and boots by the million to start with. So we can now start to get things like the Stellar Forge. We can get soldiers, so we now unlock the actual soldiers themselves. Leads to planetary invasion, which is sort of where I don't know if we want to go there right away. I think what we might do is get cruisers, and then in the next episode actually start to design them. So let's go and choose a new tech. And actually, there's planetary invasion. We get that in 4 turns. Well, look, if the fact that it's here, the fact that it's right there, I'd be silly not to grab it. So we'll grab that one. That will then allow us to get seed ships and start to sort of dominate. But yeah, we're just holding on to this, which is a shame. It's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't want to lose that if I can help it. We'll see how we go. Now, we're just bursting with anticipation. It was a pleasure of being this deep. It's definite anticipation. So we are sort of, okay, we're at war with a civilization that they don't like. So that's actually keeping them happy with what's actually going on. Now they want us to give them 70 credits, which we just got from the others, and the Avenger missile system, and they give us quantum computing. Look, I'm actually happy with that. They've got planetary invasion already as well. So let's accept that. and be done with it. So the fact that they've got that means that there's a good chance that these guys have got it as well. So we'll move that one across. Now that leaves us with 4 moves. Now got 6 ships in there. I've only got 1 more move left. I can still do this beam volley as well. It's down to 49. Still got more on the way. Look, I'll just play this one through. That next frigate. Got 1 move, but I won't attack this just yet. We'll just hover back. Yeah, we've actually got a little bit of, we've lost a little bit of hit points ourselves, so we're just slowly building these things back up. All right, leave that one there. Well, here we go. So they're bringing more across. So the top culture unlockers. So immerse yourself in vibrant tapestry of the galaxies. We reveal the top civilizations boasting the most diverse and captivating cultural traits. So we're ahead of the DRENGINs, but I don't know how or why, because we've been focusing very heavily on just one thing. Now that is a freighter, and this is a bomber. So just a lone little ship there. Well, I guess we'll just sort of finish these off. So let's just move this one across. Just do a beam volley there. Okay, we'll use missiles there then in that case. And this guy here is going to be easy pickings. It's using missiles, it's interesting. It's not being effective. There we go, destroyed that one easily enough. Okay, so we just keep on whittling away at their forces. And that will be good. We'll have a fairly large group there then in that case. So this is back in our capital. Next thing. Surveillance Center. Uranium reduces crime. Now the crime on the planet is only 4%, so it's not really that dramatic anyway. Then we've got this one here, the Heritage Center. The wealth is important to us. And we do actually have a couple of wealth locations back over through here. This one here is the coordination beacon, which gives us extra influence. So this one here, if I go and grab that and place that there, we do boost this one. Let's do that. Actually, the other thing we could look at here is you don't have any other projects at this point in time. Okay, we're nearly full with citizens at this stage, but everyone's really quite happy at our home world anyway. This world here. Now, what else do we have? We've got the starport, so military improvement. If I place that one there, we get a boost to everything really. So let's build a starport there. Done. Okay, we've heard rumours that the Altarian Republic have built the Khazar's mainframe galactic achievement, so we didn't manage to get that one ourselves. The gods have seen fit to give us the secret of improved missile targeting technology. Emperor Saraphus Ravencrown, the Altarian Republic would appreciate you sharing this technology with us. Of course, but we may... Okay, this... I'm going to be friendly with this one. I'll give them that one, because I don't think they're going to go to war with us, particularly as we're doing other things. Ships are idle, so this thing is back up to 57. Let's just move these across. Gives us a fairly hefty missile volley now. Down to 47. Down to 40. I think we can attack it. I might as well go in with it. We've got 8 ships in here at this stage. It's saying no casualties, but we had that one before and we still got one. And then I really should wind up this episode. And then next episode we'll be able to start designing a ship while the war continues. I'm glad that we actually got into this war. I'm actually really glad that the DRENGIN declared against us. Doing minimal damage there. They're going to be waiting for one of the frigates. 27 damage, that was good. Got it. Okay, no problem there at all. So we didn't even take any damage there. So that was awesome. Now we'll go back in again. We've still got other things that they're building up in here. The Romulus area, we could take our fleet even deeper into their space. I'm liking the feel of this fleet at this point in time. We'll just go back across with an idle shipyard. This is the forge at Davina. And we want to keep on... Well, we've got the frigates in here again. Do we just keep on building more and more of these? And I'm guessing we do. There's nothing special about them. And these are, of course, going into this this point in here. In the middle. So that will be good. Planetary invasion has now been done. We'll choose a new tech. Here we go. This is exactly what we wanted. We get the battlecruiser doctrine straight away. So I won't waste what we actually had there before. So this is ideal. We're sort of randomly picking these out from here into this slot where we get a 50% research bonus, and we've got it. Okay, we'll click on done, and that will be done. Okay, so actually one thing I forgot to mention again, there is a link in the description of this video if you are wanting to pick the game up. It sort of links across. It's sort of like a tracking link that Stardock are using on these videos, just to sort of test to see how things are sort of working with them. Anyway, I will leave it there, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.